Can we start? Settle down. Yeah. So hi guys, this is Ram Rashmiya Tiwari. I'm CEO of Gagix. Uh, Let me give you a brief introduction about what is Gagix. So Gagix, we basically realize that organizations typically people come there to work, but then they don't enjoy life there. I mean, not talking about startup as a culture because when we started, startup was not that kind of a in thing in the market. So we started Gagix with a vision that we'll create a place wherein happy mind would come, work, play, enjoy, and then they'll stay happy. So this is the founding principle of Gagix. Uh, our vision is to help startups. So we help startup to start their business, and it is a very difficult field as such because if you work with a typical sector, you know the target audience, you know their requirement, you know their tech, and you know everything in and out. But with respect, when you're dealing with a startup, the challenge is each startup has their own unique requirement. They have their own challenges. Their mindset is entirely different. Their tech demands are entirely different. So it becomes very challenging accommodating each individual kind of a customer. And we have been doing that successfully since last 7+ years. We have two organizations under Gagix. One is Technolabs. This takes care of the client deliveries and all that, and this is the arm through which we handle or deliver services to our clients. Okay. Then we have another entity called as AdLabs, through which we are creating, we are basically a finishing school for students or for professionals. So we have realized there is a gap in the market demands for sourcing, and people feel that there are not enough jobs. But when I go and I for recruitment, I realize there are not enough candidates. So there is that gap of understanding, and with respect to AdLabs, we are trying to fulfill that gap. We have also created two clubs, which are Hash Define Club and Hash Include Club. These are basically our initiative to go out and reach with the overall community. So Hash Define Club is open for someone who has less than 1 year of work experience, and through Hash Define Club, we try and reach out to them, give them exposure about different things that are happening in the global world, and try to make them relate to the external world. Hash Include Club is uh, catering to experienced people, and then to someone who has already some experience, and then we bring them global context here. Someone who already knows tech inside out, but then still want to develop new things. And then these are like, we don't own this club, but it's open for everyone, and then people can relate to it, come to it. We organize meetups, talks, discussions, provide help to the community. We take help from the community every day. So with that, let me start with a small disclaimer. Which one is the best platform? How many iPhone users here? Great. So you don't answer this thing. Which one is the better platform? Android or iOS? As a user, no, as a user. Android. आईफोन वाले भाई कत्ल कर देंगे इन सबका, बट अपन आईफोन नहीं छोड़ेंगे, बराबर? Right. So see, each one has their own unique preference. There is no good or bad. There is no better or inferior kind of a thing. So what we are going to talk to you here is probably based on our experience and our views on different things. You may be able to find some contradictory things to what we are saying. Someone else might have some contradictory views on that or different views on that, but it's perfectly fine. For you, I believe what you should do here is try and understand what we are trying to say, and then try to relate if some of these things you are able to find in your life. Okay, So there is like no Android, no iPhone. It's just plain views, right? Now our agenda here is pretty straightforward. We want to talk to you about best practices to help you improve your technical skills and to help you improve your personal skills. In case we are able to contribute to that, we would be perfectly happy with that thing. Now, you should have a strong foundation. Okay, if you are trying to build a big tower, if you want to have a build a career of your life, your foundation is should be strong. Okay, I'll come back to it later, but then from here we are starting with the overall technical skill improvement. I'll tell you what has helped me here. C as a programming language, knowledge of data structures, operating system, and some understanding of underlying hardware is something that has helped me uh, clear my things. When my first computer was a 486 computer, it had just 4 MB of RAM and probably 800 MB of hard disk. Okay, and I had installed Microsoft Office into that, then probably some Adobe software and all that. 4 MB system may probably you cannot survive in your mobile, right? I have done that in a computer, but then that taught me having patience. That taught me how to solve problems, and that has helped me. That was the foundation stone for me. You probably guys would have to find your own foundation stones. But then when I go, probably I would suggest and I would tell you to at least take one or two things out of this thing and then have them as your base. Okay. So with this beautiful quote from Sir Richard Branson, I'll quickly call upon my dear friend who shares the same initials and he wants to be called as Sir Rajat Pillai. So here I present you Rajat.